Hey there, this is Red, and it's time for another Red Plays. This time we're going to play Enchanters again. I'm going to step up and add a little bit of complication to the Enchanters game from the last playthrough that I did. So the last playthrough that I did was the base Enchanters game that came out. Since the base game, there's been additional add-ons that add new features and options. I'm going to include one of those in this game, and it's going to take the complication level up a little bit, but I think it's going to make the game a little bit easier also. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I've added a different deck of cards into my stack of monsters here. I think it's Faeries, if I remember correctly. Yes, it's the Faeries deck is what I took in there, and I took the unicorns out. So now I will have Faeries, which are those. I have Goblins, I have Cultists, and I have Gnolls in there. So that's my current deck of cards that I'll be playing with. It's the number 2 version of each of those, so I'm only getting half the deck. So 4 half decks in there for a 2-player game. The other thing that I'm changing out is I've pulled out a different location than I used last time. So this time I'm going to use this Equos Plains. It's pretty similar to the last one that I have, or the last one that I played with. The last one gave a bonus for coins. This one has no bonus that you see over here at the end. There's no in-point glory bonus for anything. The last one had a multi-action of 2 gems for an attack, and this has the same thing. These are a little bit different in that I think in the last one for a rest action you got 5 gems, and in this one you get 4. This also has an additional thing where if you journey 3 or more, you're going to heal a wound, which is pretty cool. And then the flavor text at the bottom says, the site of 126 famous battles. So that's going to be our location for this game. So that's pretty similar. There's nothing really overly complicated there. Now the other twist I'm going to throw in is normally you start the game with a Fist of Enchanting. So normally I would have this Fist of Enchanting, right? You look at that and it says you don't need an item when you have a fist that got you through enchanting school, right? And then you would build on top of that. So what they have added is they've added banners and classes. And these replace your Fist of Enchanting with a banner and then a class, right? So this is a goblin banner of monks. And what you do is you shuffle these up, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Oh, I have 2 different characters out here too. This time we have Prentice and Gilroy. All right, so each character should get 2 of each, and then you're going to decide which ones you want to keep. So Prentice, we're going to give Prentice 2, we'll give Gilroy 2, and then we'll give Prentice 2, and we'll give Gilroy 2. All right, and they get to keep 1 of each. So let's get these out of the way. All right, so let's take a look at what Prentice has here. She has the Troglodyte banner and the Gnoll banner. And she could be of barbarians or of warriors. All right, so let's see here. Looking at these, I can unbury the card to get 2 defense. So when unbury, that means that you're going to take the card and you're going to shift it to the top of your stack. So that could be good or bad. It doesn't have any bonuses, so it's probably going to cover up any on-card bonuses. The other one is 1 victory point for every 3 monsters, which I kind of like. So I think she's gonna have the Gnoll banner, and then we have of barbarians, which you can do a -1 shield for +1 attack. Okay, or the of warriors which is what's that? A coin and a rest. Take 1 coin for each attack. Ooh, that could be pretty powerful. Let's take that. We're gonna take the Gnoll banner of warriors. That's what we'll build on for Prentice here. All right. So let's take a look and see what Gilroy's got. Gilroy has, we have the, which one is this one? That's the Scythian banner and the Medusa banner. All right. And then we have of paladins, interesting combo, or of bards. All right. So of those 2 at the top there, we have 2 coins, flip the desert token. I don't think we're going to have a desert token, so that kind of takes that one out of play. I could force it to be there. The desert token is one that you put into play. Let's see, do I have it? I don't have the desert token handy. Let's see if I can find it real fast. I have to go through all my little things over here on the side. Okay, yeah, here's the desert token. So in the desert token, when you play with the desert token, it flips back and forth. So it'll go from -1 health and +1 attack to +1 health and -1 attack. That's what the desert token does. But I don't want to play with that, so we're not gonna do that one. Although that is kind of an interesting power. Instead, we'll take the other one, which says after I take an item, I heal 1. So that looks fairly interesting. All right, so now we got to look at our ofs. What are our ofs? Of Paladin says another player heals 1 and I get +1 attack. Or I can say after using a rest, take an additional coin. Oh, I think we'll go with the bards there. Because that would give me 5 coins when I rest. Yeah, we'll go with that route. The other one's neat, but I don't want to be healing up my opponent there. Gilroy's not down with that. All right. So we got Gilroy over here. Let's see, let's put his cards, try to put him in view here. And we got Prentice. All right. So next up, like we did last game, I need to find 6 cards from the bottom of the deck that are items, right? So let's see, here's the first one is a Gnoll. That's not an item. Longsword, that's a nice starting item. Gremlin, nope. Black Knight, nope. Manticore, nope. Cultist, nope. Fairy, nope. Of Sleep, yes. Of Friendship. Of Fear. Black Knight. A Backpack. And of Fire. All right, so there we go. We have our starting journey track. And I'm going to use these to represent attack, and then I'll use these to represent defense. All right, and let's see, let's roll to see who goes first. So Prentice gets a 5 and Gilroy gets a 3, so Prentice is going to go first. All right, so what does Prentice want? Well, it's really tough to resist that longsword. It's a better end game. Oh, I forgot coins. Everybody needs 5 coins to start. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 coins to start. All right. The thing that's awesome that's sitting out there right now, I think, is this right here. This is a good time to get this. So she's going to get this of Friendship. So what a Friendship does is it says when you take that card, I'm going to take 4 wounds from another player, but Gilroy doesn't have any wounds yet. So perfect. So now she's going to have 2 attack and 2 defense right off the bat. Wow. No, sorry. Double that. She's going to have 4 attack and 4 defense right off the bat. Forgot about that. I'm doing it wrong again. 2 and 2. Oy, ay, ay. I was going to say 4 and 4 is really gross. That's like almost end game stuff. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 and 2. All right. So everything slides down. She doesn't have to take 4 of his wounds because he doesn't have any wounds. All right, so what's Gilroy going to go after then? That was a power move on Prentice's part. Let's see here. The sleep is nice, but it doesn't really do anything. I think the backpack, he could rest and take 5, plus another one would be 6. And the best that she could get would be 5. I think let's do that. Let's go after the backpack. Well, no, that's a short-term gain there. Oh, let's go after the fear. We'll start with fear. So, oh, actually, sorry, I keep going back and forth. God, it's so tough. All right, let's prevent Prentice from getting an amazing start by taking the longsword. So the longsword just gives 2 attack and 2 defense, and it's going to get covered up, but I don't want her out of the gate. Then she would be 4 and 4 right out of the gate, and that is really powerful. So the one thing for Gilroy says, after taking an item, heal 1. So if he had any wounds, he would heal it up. Doesn't do him any good right now. All right, so everything's going to slide down. Slide, 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 slide. All right, Prentice. What's Prentice want to do? So she doesn't want to cover up her of friendship yet. So she's kind of looking for an item type thing. The backpack's not bad, so I think she's going to go ahead and take the backpack. So she will have a backpack of friendship, which is kind of a funny item to get, but there we go. All right, so we're back over to Gilroy. Gilroy's got a longsword. Oh, and there's so many great longswords you could make. I don't think a longsword of sleep sounds very intimidating, but a longsword of fear, a longsword of fire, a longsword of rage, those are all awesome. Let's go with a longsword of fire. All right, so I spend 2. Now I've got a longsword of fire. Going to move down. And I like the flavor text on this right now because for his it says, "Live and die by the sword that helps with cooking in the wild." So that's nice. I like it. All right, so we're back to Prentice. Prentice is getting low on money. She's got lots of stuff. So really with her 1, she can only go right in here. And is any of that, none of that's impressive to her. So she's going to take a rest, which is going to get her 4 coins. So let's get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 coins. All right, and once you rest, top card goes away. These all slide down. All right, let's do our calculations here. She should be at 3, because I get off track on these quite often, and 3. And Gilroy over here should be at 3 and 2. So 3 attack and 2 defense. 2 is here. All right, there we go. So they're not too far off of each other right now. All right, that was Prentice. We're back over to Gilroy. So Gilroy's got this of fire, and he can build on it because it's not going to affect anything up top. So that's kind of a nice thing. Let's go ahead and grab for a coin, he can get the of rage. What that's going to do is now he's got 2, 3, 4, 5. He's up to 5 attack. So he's getting kind of beefy right now on the attack side. Not much on the defense, but he's getting the attack going. All right, so now we're back over to Prentice. Prentice has lots of money. She's got 5, and she's got a 3/3, so she could look at fighting some. She could actually kill those goblins off. If she gets everything that's out there, there's the necklace, which would cover up one of her attacks, so that doesn't seem advantageous. She could give up on trying to keep the friendship out and go with the of fear. Or she could journey down and attack that goblin. That sounds kind of fun. She doesn't have all the defense that she needs, but I think that she'll do that. She's going to journey down to the goblin, so that's going to cost her 3. And then she's going to attack for 3, which is enough to kill the goblin, because she's got 1, 2, 3. And then she's got defensive 3. The goblin's going to deal 4, so she's going to take 1 damage. All right. So when she takes this, it says steal 1 coin from another player. So she's going to steal one of Gilroy's gems, I guess coins. And then also there's that effect out there. Then after a journey of 3 or more, the player heals 1. So she journeyed to 3, so that's 0, 1, 2, 3. She gets to heal 1. So the damage that she took doesn't matter. Let's set that there. And we'll put our coins maybe down here at the bottom. Those still visible? Those are still visible. Okay. All right. Slide down. Something comes out. Now we're back over to Gilroy. What's Gilroy going to do? He's got 5 attack and 2 defense, but he's only got 1 coin at this point in time. So getting money so he can go deeper into the journey track would be nice. So I think he's going to rest. And this says after resting, take a coin or take a gem. So he's got 1 from that plus 4 there. So he would get 5 when he does his little rest action there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's up to 6 now. The fear is going to go away. All right, everything's going to slide down. And then we have Prentice. So Prentice, wow, it's a lot of goblins right off the bat. It's like we got the whole goblin deck is right at the top there. Okay, so Prentice is, she's still at 3-3. She's got $3 there. What could she go after? So she could go all the way down here to the red dragon, which she can't kill. So no killing of the dragon. She doesn't want to ruin her friendship. The necklace is not as nice, but awesome. It's worth 3 victory points. That's nice. But you know what? That right there, well, she's going to take a damage if she does that. Yeah, what the heck? Let's do that. So she's going to spend 2, wander in and kill off this goblin. So she has the 3 to take out the health. She's got 3 defense and that has 4 attacks. So she's going to take 1 damage. So we got 1 damage here. She gets the goblin. As part of the goblin, she steals crystal from another player, so now she's back up to 2. All right, and everything slides down. Slide down. Move on down. All right, so now we're back to Gilroy. What's Gilroy looking at? So he's got 5 attack. He could almost... Ooh, that red dragon is pretty rough. Lots of victory points, but you're going to take a wound, 2 wounds for every defense that you have. Now, what's he need in order to kill it? He would need to go 2 deep, which would cost this. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack. So he would need 2 more, which he doesn't have. He could pay 2 coins to get an attack and get up to 6 attack, but he can't get up to 7 attack. So it doesn't look like the red dragon's happening. If he takes anything else, it's going to mess up his ability to attack it next round, and he doesn't think the Prentice is going to be able to take it out. So what he's going to do is he's going to rest and get another 5 coins. 4 from that rest, and then he gets that bonus there, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, end of game, this big stack of cash doesn't help him at all, but it's going to help during the game. All right, so because he rested, the necklace goes out and everything moves on down. All right, so then we're back over to Prentice. So one of the things that you can't do in this game is you can't bounce off of a thing and knock it out, kind of like you can in Thunderstone. You're not supposed to be able to attack it unless you can actually kill it. And so she can't bounce the red dragon out, which might have been a thing, because she could have absorbed the damage but not quite killed it. But what else can she look at doing? There's the of experience over there, which is not a bad card. It would cost all of her money. I think actually she's going to rest so she can work on, I'll get her 4 more. Oh, actually she's got a rest to take 5 on the backpack. So she's going to make use of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that gets her more money. She likes that. All right. The of stone goes out. Everything slides down. And we're back to Gilroy. So Gilroy's eyeballing that red dragon now. So he can get there for 0. And he needs to do 7 damage. And that's going to cost him $4 to do the 7 damage. So he's going to do that. So that bumps him up using the multi-action. So it costs him 4 and he'll get an attack. So 2 and an attack, 2 and an attack. So that bumps him up to 7 temporarily. And he's got 2 defense, which defends against that. So he's going to kill the dragon. The dragon has an effect on him there that says, when you get that card, take 2 wounds for every shield. So I've got 2 defense there, so I'm going to take 4 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we remember, wounds at the end of the game are negative victory points or negative glory points. And these are the glory points that you do get at the end of the game. So it's 11, but taking away 4, and there's things you can do to mitigate those. So, like, he's actually got a built-in one with his class thing that says that when he buys an item, he gets to heal one. So hopefully he can heal these wounds away by buying things. Okay, so we're back over to Prentice. Prentice at this point, what she got? She still has 3 attack and 3 defense. What does she want to go after? Eventually she's going to have to add more cards. And it's all monsters except for the first card, which is the of experience. If she takes that, she's going to lose a defense. Or she could just go out and kill something, potentially, because she's got 3 attack and 3 defense. So if she does that, what could she kill? She could kill this Gnoll, but she'd have to spend 4 to get down there, but he's worth 3 experience points. This Goblin would do a damage to her, but she's going to get to steal another one of Gilroy's dollars. So I think she'll do that. She'll spend 1. She'll kill off this Goblin. She's going to take a point of damage for killing the Goblin, because the Goblin's got 4 attack and she's got 3 defense right now. She also gets to steal, as before. She steals a crystal from Gilroy, so she's happy about that. All right, I'm going to move her pile of money. Let's move her pile of money up here. Money, money, money. All right. Let's see here. So that was Prentice. We need to move things down. Move, 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 move. Draw. All right, we're back over to Gilroy. So Gilroy's got 5 and 2. Let's see here. And he's got 5 coins. So he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could go all the way to the end. Is there anything that's super tempting that would cause him to skip by everything? So he can kill that, but he takes double damage. The ogre deals double damage for the damage that gets through, so he would take 8 if he were to kill that. That's pretty painful. The Gnoll's not a bad one. He could go after the Gnoll. He'd only take 1 damage, but then the travel thing kicks in. He's going to kill the Gnoll, so he's got to spend 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so he's doing 5 damage, which is enough to kill the Gnoll. He's got 2 defense, and the Gnoll's got 3 attacks, so he's going to take 1 damage. But wait, there's more. When he travels 3, he gets rid of 1. So, boop, the 1 damage goes away. It's a wash, like that. All right, so we're back to Prentice. They're both wishing there were more items out there, because this has been kind of sad on getting a hold of things. So Prentice has been wanting to improve her lot in life here, but has had a tough time doing that. But the pickaxe can help her out with that. So she thinks she's going to go after the pickaxe. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 down. So she's got to spend 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She'll get a pickaxe. And the pickaxe is going to put her at 1, 2. She stays at 3 attack, but now she has 4 defense. And because she traveled beyond 3, she gets to heal 1 because of the planes there. All right. Got a little bit more power. All right, over to Gilroy. Gilroy is looking at what's out there, and so he can kill that giant, and he attacks all players. But Gilroy's going to end up taking the most damage if he does that. That's not awesome. Oh, he could spend 2 coins and get 2 attack for every 2 monsters, which he's got 2 of. So for 2 coins, oh, he's only got 2 coins. I'm getting all excited about looking for stuff, but he really has no money. All right, so I think Gilroy is going to have to rest. So he's going to rest. He's going to get his bonus 1 and then 4, so he's going to get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have experience goes away. And we got this big old stack of monsters out here. And a flail at the very end. All right, so now we're back to Prentice. She's got 3 attack and 4 defense. So what looks pretty to attack out there? Absolutely nothing, really. She's got 3. The rock is kind of an interesting one to go after, because when you kill the rock, the other player has to give you a monster. And he's got a 3 glory point and 11 glory point monster. So those are some pretty big ones to have. All right. Not going to do him any good. I think what Prentice is going to look at is the ogre, which is going to deal some damage to her if she goes after that. Or she could go after the giant. The giant's going to deal... that's what she's going to do. All right. She only has 3 attack right now. 1, 2, 3. Right? So she needs 4 in order to kill the giant. So she can use the multi-action and spend 2. That's going to give her enough to kill the giant. That bumps her up to 4. She attacks the giant. Now the giant is going to do 5. She's got 4, so she's going to take 1. But the giant also says it attacks all players. So he's doing 5 damage to Gilroy, who only has a defense of 2. So Gilroy is going to take 3. All right. All right, that's going to move on down. Move, 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 move. Move. All right, so we're over to Gilroy's side of the board. So Gilroy's got the money to go about anywhere he wants right now. He's got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 attack and 2 defense. All right, so we got the dice are right. All right, with the 5 attack, would take way too much damage. Could spend, ooh, that looks nice. So if he spends 2 to get to the Great Old One, and then spends, let's see here, he needs to spend 4 to get to enough to kill the Great Old One. He's got enough defense to take the attack. That's going to make him 5, 6, 7. So he's going to kill off the Great Old One. All right, so when he kills off the Great Old One, what the Great Old One does, it says give 4. There's the Great Old One. He's kind of cool. It says give 4 of your blood to another player. All right. Like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you go, Prentice. Have some negative victory points. All right. I'm just going to slide on down. All right. So Prentice has got only $1 and a lot of wounds right now. She can't really face off against the bronze dragon. She could take out the ogre, but she's going to take even more damage if she does that. But it's worth 5 points. No, I think she's gonna go for the money. So she's gonna rest, and that will get her. She lost her card that gave her 5, so she has to use that rest action and get 4. One, two, 3, 4. All right. Bronze dragon goes away. Everything slides down. All right, we're over to Gilroy. He's only got a coin, so the furthest he can go is the rock. But the rock is kind of interesting. He would be able to kill it because he's got the 5 attack. He's going to take 4 damage if he does that. But then she has to give him... Wow, she has crappy monsters. Maybe that's not such a great idea. Nope, that is a horrible idea because she has... Well, the rock gives him a victory point for every 3 that are out there, so it kind of compounds a little bit. And, well, if she does it to him, then he can give her the Great Old One. Oh, I think what he's going to do is rest. So he's going to use his add 1 and 4, so he's going to get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Ogre goes away. Gilroy wants options. All right, so now we're back over to Prentice. Prentice has got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she could go pretty far down. Ooh, this flute is nice. That's an easy kill for 2 victory points. But then you have to give $1 to another player. Wow, so at some point in time... Well, actually, okay, so she goes down here. She's going to get the flute. So that's 1, 2, 3 to get the flute. If she gets the flute, I think that leaves her the same. She's going to have 4 defense, 3 attack and 4 defense. All right, so that's not too bad. She went 3 deep, so 3 deep. Because of that, she heals 1. What else is there in all of that? Nothing else. All right, so now she's got a rest action where she can get 6, which is kind of nice. All right, we're back over to Gilroy. Gilroy, at some point, you're going to have to move beyond the longsword. It's been nice, but it's going to have to go here eventually. All right, he's looking. There's the rock. And the rock is other person. But it's 6 damage. That's a lot of... that'd be 4 damage. I don't want to do that. Oh, I think what he's going to do is going to give up on the longsword at this point in time, which is going to hurt for a little while. But we'll go ahead and get this flail. So he still has his first ability there that says after taking an item, heal 1. So he's going to heal 1. And now he's going to be at 1, 2, 3, 4 attack and 1 defense. Ouch. All right. So that was definitely a hit. Hopefully that pays off later. All right, so we're back over to Prentice. She's only got $2, so she can go after the axe, which is not bad, or she could get those victory points. The axe would give her a persistent attack. Oh, let's do that. So I think she's going to spend the 2 to get the axe. So when she gets the axe, it says deal one blood to every other player, 1 damage to all other players for every 2 attack. So she's got 1, 2, 3 attacks. So she's gonna deal 1. She's gonna get 1, but it's something. And her damage, what's she gonna be at now? She's gonna be at 3 attack and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defense. So she's building her defense up. That's all right. All right, we're back over to Gilroy. Gilroy has 4 attack and 1 defense right now. I think what he'll go after is he can go really deep down and get that leather armor for 4. I think that's what he'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not as awesome as the sword, but he's building himself back up. So now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack. We're back up to 5 attack and 1 defense. Nope. Oh, yeah, 5 attack and 1 defense because the defense was up there. All right. All right. Oh, and he journeyed 3+, so he heals 1. All right, so now we're back over to Prentice. What's Prentice looking at here? No money. So her only choice would be to fight that rock. She could kill the rock and would take 1 damage, and then the other person's got to give her a monster. Let's do that. So she's going to go ahead and kill this rock. And she tells Gilroy he's got to give her a monster. So he's going to give her the Great Old One. All right, then she's going to be done. Saul slides down. It's going to be Gilroy's turn. All right, what's Gilroy's looking at? He needs some defense at this point in time. So defense-wise, what can he do? There's the Of Glory sitting out there, but he doesn't have any money. He can kill off that fairy. He could kill off the manticore, but that would be worse for him than it would be for Prentice. I think what he will do is he will kill off the fairy. So the fairy takes 2 attack, so he's got 5. 5 is enough to get past the health 1 for 1. He can kill it off. As an effect, it says give one of your crystals to another player. So he's got to give his crystal over to Prentice. And everything slides down. All right, Prentice's turn. 3 attack and 5 defense. So she can kill off the Manticore. Nope, she can't kill off the Manticore. She's got 1. She could go for this of Glory, which would give her a nice, that would improve her standing a little bit. I think she'll go with that. You spend 1 and go after the of Glory. So now she's got 1, 2, 3, 4 attack. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defense. All right, so that's a little bit better. Okay with that. And she's got a couple of them. She's got 3 things out there to give her extra glory for more monsters killed. So that's looking pretty nice. All right, so over to Gilroy. What's Gilroy looking at? He's got no money, so he can't go very deep into the pile. He could kill off the Manticore. That would make both players discard. No, I think what he's going to do is he's going to rest. And he's going to get his 5 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the Manticore is going to go away. Everything will shift down. And then we've got Prentice. So what's Prentice looking at here? Regenerations. Well, she's got no money. So her options are regeneration or get some cash. I don't think she wants to lose because it's going to actually take her defense down 1. So she would lose 2 defense because that would get covered up. She would help her heal, but I don't think that's the right play. I think the right play is get dollars. She could do this, which says for a coin, she can rest and take a coin for each attack, but she's only got 4, so that doesn't really help a lot. That's kind of a, she'd have to spend 1 to get 4, so she'd only get 3, whereas that one's just a rest and take 4. So I think that's our plan of action there, is that the basic rest and get 4. So, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Generation goes away. Everything slides down. So yeah, it's a nice thing about this game. It's got a built-in timer, right? Because every turn, one of the cards goes away. All right, so over to Gilroy. What's Gilroy after? He could, some more defense would be nice, but there's not a lot of defense giving stuff out there. He could, this of luck is really nice, but you have to give 3 coins to the other player. But it's an additional 2 attack. Wow, that's 3 attack. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll go after that. It's going to be expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end. So he's going to give 3 of your coins to another player. 1, 2, 3. Right, but that's going to put him at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack. Still only 1 defense, but now he's got 7 attack. All right, everything moves down. Prentice's turns. These are all, our shuffling is kind of suspect here because now we're hitting the whole the fairy stuff. Prentice, double checking, has 4 attack and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defense. So she could kill that Gnoll. She's got just a ton of money here. She could go after that dragon's worth 11 victory points. What else do we have here? We have the nymph, which is worth 8. That's worth a lot of victory points. Let's grab that. So that's 1, 2, 3 to get down to the nymph. So the nymph takes, you need 3 attack to kill it, which she's got. Does 7 damage, she's got 5, so she's going to take 2. And then the nymph says, give your top monster to another player. So you can give it, actually, she got the great old one from him, just giving it back. And that's only 1 victory point, but that nymph is worth 8 victory points. Look at that. So that's a good card to get. All right. We're happy with that move. Everything moves down. All right. So now we are over to Gilroy. Gilroy's only got $1 out there. He's got the attack. He could take the dragon. He would take a lot of damage. Would it be worth it? So he's going to end up taking 3, 6. So that's a. So what I'm looking at is he's got 1 defense. Dragon attacks for 7, so he would take 6 damage. The dragon is worth 11 glory points, so that's a swing of 5. Could he heal enough to make that worth it? I don't know. He doesn't have a whole lot of damage there. Ooh, there's this pot out there. This healing pot is pretty nice too. She's got more money than he does. He wouldn't be able to get to the healing pot next turn. I think what he's going to need to do is rest this turn to get money. So we're going to do 1, 2. He's going to get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, the Gnoll's going to go away. Everything moves down. So this is kind of fun. This is the gray dragon. So the gray dragon says, in all 50 shades. All right. Anyway, so we're back to Prentice. What's Prentice looking at? So she's got 4 attack and 5 defense. A lot of wounds out here. The gremlin's worth 5. She can't kill the dragon. She could kill the gremlin by throwing some additional money in to pump herself up. Ooh, she could really use that pot. So the pot says bury the card, discard a monster, and heal 5, and she could really use some healing. I think that's what she's going to do. She is going to get the pot. So it's going to cost her 2 to get down to the pot. And now she has a pot of glory. Yep. So if you put the words together, it says, everything tastes better from a pot that sings songs about you. So I would guess that would be true. I don't know. All right, so she's got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 attack now. You got 5 attack and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defense. All right. All right, we're over to Gilroy, who's got a pretty decent stack of cash. He can go 6, so he can go anywhere he wants to go. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 attack and 1 defense. All right. So he can hit for a lot, but he's going to take some damage. And maybe let's go after, I think he's going to go ahead and hit the gray dragon. All right, so he's going to take a lot of damage, but over there, Apprentice is going to get some damage too. Well, they're both going to get the same damage. And she just got that pot so she can heal up for a bunch too. Oh, that's probably not a win then. What are his other options? He can get this ring, or he could... You really need something with defense, but there's nothing out there with defense. Oh, that's interesting. Can he get all the way down to the fairy dragon? He can. It would cost him 4. And he can kill the fairy dragon. I think he's going to do that. So he's going to spend 4 to go down to the fairy dragon. So what the fairy dragon is going to do is, well, first off, the fairy dragon does 6 damage and he's got 1 defense. So he's going to take 5 damage. Ouch. But fairy dragon's got a neat ability there. It says all players give their top... Oh, I didn't read all of that. I just stopped at the monster. So we give our top 3 things to the player on the left. So if I look at that, I'm going to take my top 3. 1, 2, 3. This will shift things up. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3. Actually, that worked out pretty well for Gilroy here, because he didn't want her to have that pot and heal a bunch up. And the of glory's not bad. It's all right. And then he got a monster. He traded a monster worth 1 victory point for one that's worth 8 victory points. All right, so let's look at what his totals are at the end of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he goes down to 5 attack. That's kind of lame. He ends up at 2 defense, so that's all right. But he got an 8 monster out of the deal, plus the 10 one that he defeated. All right, so on this side, Apprentice is going to get the Great Old One. She now has Leather Armor of Luck. All right, so let's figure out what she's got for bonuses at this point. So now she's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just step down, actually. Okay. Took her down a little bit. All right. Don't know if that was worth it, but it was interesting nonetheless. All right. The good thing is she's not going to use that pot to heal, which is kind of cool. All right. So we're back over to Prentice's turn after everything shifts down. So what's Prentice going to go after? She's got 7 attack at this point in time. She would have to give that over. Doesn't want to do that. So that's everybody takes a lot of damage. That makes her give one of the top 2 of these cards, which she doesn't like the prospect of that. Could use the leather armor to cover over the pot so he can't heal either. What would that reveal for her? That would reveal the axe, which is Oh, what else could she go after? Well, she's only got 2, so the deepest she could go after is the ring. I think she will do that. She'll go after the ring. Because it doesn't hurt to put it on top of the leather armor. It's going to cost her 2. She gets the ring. It's going to sit there. All right. And what the ring does, it says when your turn begins, get $2. So, more money. So she's got a ring of luck. It's kind of like an Irish thing. All right. So, we've got Gilroy over here. Gilroy's got the Pot of Glory. I think what he's going to do is he can take a rest action, bury this card, discard a monster, and heal 5. So let's go with that. He's going to discard. He's got a 2 victory point monster down in here that he's going to discard. And then he's going to bury this card, which means it goes to the bottom. And he's going to heal 5. So that's a pretty big heal. Heal 5. Boop. All right, so now he's got 3 defense. So the bury action moves a card to the bottom of the stack. And he's got 4 attack. All right, so he's done. We're back over to Prentice. So what Prentice is looking at, that was a rest action, so the dragon should go away. Sorry. Got to shift everything down. Keep everything moving there. All right, so Prentice, what's Prentice looking at? No money. So she can fight the gremlin. She doesn't want to do that. She wants money because she wants options. So she needs to rest and get 4 coins. So 1, 2, 3, 4. She also has the ring that says when a turn begins, she gets 2. So she's going to take 2 there, which she could have used to actually go after the first 2 levels, but we'll just imagine she wanted to rest anyway. All right, so now we're back over to Gilroy. What's Gilroy looking at? He's looking at Prentice. Prentice has a lot of monsters and things that get glory points off of monsters, but the monsters he has are worth a lot more points. He's got a 10, an 8, a 3, and 11. She's got a 1, 1. Well, it's 1, 2, 2, 2, and that's 1 for each defense and 1 for each monster. So she has a lot more smaller point things, or he's got the bigger point ones. Okay, he's got $2 here. He could go after the helmet. And the helmet would allow him to heal 1, which is kind of interesting, but it would come out even if he took the helmet. It wouldn't be any change to his stuff. All right, let's do that. He's going to go for a 2 for a Helmet of Glory. So his Helmet of Glory, He's actually covering up just the defense, so it should stay the same. All right, everything slides down. And we're back over to Prentice. So Prentice is at 7-4, and she's got a lot of blood, and she can go as far down as she wants into the stack for stuff. Oh, I think she's going to go out. Ooh, she's going to go after the bola. Yeah, I think she's going to go after the bola. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to get the bola, which is way down there. And the bola says, target player discards a monster. So, all right. Gilroy's going to have to get rid of a 3 glory point monster. That's kind of rough. Prentice is going to get the bolas, which is going to give her 1 more attack and 1 more defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, she's up to 8 attack. I had to count it because I wasn't sure. And 5 defense. So she's ready for some fighting. All right, she also journeyed past 3, so she should heal 1. All right, over to Gilroy. Gilroy's got no money. He's cash poor at this point in time. He could definitely kill off that fairy, and then he wouldn't have to give her anything because it says give 1 of your gems to another player, and he doesn't have any. Let's go ahead and do that in case she pulls something else out that's going to make him get rid of some stuff. So he's going to kill the fairy. He doesn't have any money to give to her, so that's that. So the fairy needs 2 to kill. He's got 4, and it attacks for 1, and he's got 3, so it's all good. All good. All right, Prentice. What's Prentice looking at? She has a lot of attack. She could almost kill off that ogre and not have to worry about taking damage. And the ogre's worth 5 victory points. What else is out there? The Gnoll and the Goblin. And the Cultist is only worth 1. It would be an easy kill. Or she could just rest and get some money so she has options over the next round. I think that's what she'll do. She'll do a rest this turn because we're looking like we're getting towards the end of the game, and she wants to be able to go after things if she needs to. So that's going to kick the Cultist out. Move all the cards down. All right, so over to Gilroy, who's got no money right now. So he could get the protection, which would ramp his defense up. Looking at the monsters that are out there right now. Do we go with resting and get some coins to have options, or do we go with the protection? I think we go with the resting to get coins. So if he does that, he gets 5. So I think it's best to be able to do what you want, not just get 2 defense. All right, so that goes away. I think slides down. The deck's getting pretty slim there. All right, so we're back to Prentice. What's Prentice looking at? She's got 8 attack and 5 defense. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 5 defense. And she's got a decent amount of money out there. She could, if she kills the ogre, she's going to get, that's going to be probably her most, well, the easiest for her to do is kill the cultist. Yeah, let's do that. So cultist takes 5 to kill, and it's got 1, so she's just going to spend 1, kill this cultist. And the cultist says, give 1 of your blood to another player, so move that over there. Everything rolls on down. Not many turns left here. All right, Gilroy. What's he after? He's got money so he can go places now. So he can pick and choose what he wants to fight a little bit. I think what he's going to go after is the Black Knight. So if he spends 3 to kill the Black Knight, he's got the damage to kill it he's going to actually take 2 damage killing the Black Knight. But it says other players take 2 damage, so he's also going to give 2 damage to Prentice over here. And it's a 3 victory point monster, so that's not a bad trade. Alright, so we're back to Prentice, who has all the attack and all the defense in the world right now. Victory points from the Ogre. I don't know. What other victory points do we have out there? So actually that would cost... Killing the Manticore, she'd have to discard a monster, but she would force Gilroy to discard a monster. I think she'll do that. That's going to cost her 3. She's got the 8 that it takes to kill it. 5 is more than enough defense. It's 3 down on the journey track, so she heals 1. She has to discard a monster, and she has a bunch of low point monsters. So she's got, well, she's got this cultist, which is worth 1. So she can discard that. And then target player discards a monster, so she's going to go over here and make him discard a monster, and he'll get rid of his fairy, which is worth 2. All right, everything slides down. We're to our last set of beasts. All right, Gilroy can go after the Ogre, the Gnoll, or the Gremlin. The Gnoll is a free kill. He takes no damage from killing the Gnoll. He'll go ahead and kill the Gnoll. It's going to cost him 1. And everything moves down. All right, Prentice can go after the Ogre or the Gremlin. The Ogre is worth 5 points, probably one of the best ones out there. But she would end up taking 2 damage. I think she's going to do that. So she will go after the Ogre. The 8 is more than enough to kill it. She's got 5 defense against 6 attack, so his 1 attack gets through, but he does double damage, so he's going to do 2 damage. So going to kill the Ogre, but going to take 2 more damage. And everything slides down. Okay, over to Gilroy. What's Gilroy looking at there? There's a Gremlin, a Cultist, a Fairy, and a Black Knight. So, what's he want to take out? He wants to take out, well, he can only do these 2 or he can rest. The Cultist is the easy one. The Gremlin would give, the Gremlin says give your top artifact or item or enchantment to another player, but it's worth 5. Actually, he's going to do that. So but he doesn't have the attack to kill the Gremlin. Dang, so that doesn't do him any good. So for his 1, he's going to kill the Cultist. It says, give 1 of your blood to another player. All right, so we go back over to Prentice. Prentice has got 1. She could kill the Fairy. It would cost her 1. Yeah, she's going to cost 1 to journey this far down there. Kill the Fairy. She doesn't have any money to give over to anybody else, so that works for her. All right. Back over to Gilroy. He doesn't have any money, so he could attack the Gremlin, but he can't kill the Gremlin. So can he do anything fancy in the resting realm? Nope, so he has to rest for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Gremlin goes away. Prentice, I think because this is working out to be odd, I must have missed a shift of cards there, maybe? I don't know. So Prentice has she could attack and kill it. Yep. So she's got the 8 attack to kill it, and 5 defense is the blocks the monster's 5 attack. And it says other players take 2 blood. All right, so that's the end of that. Need a drink here real fast because my throat's getting dry. All right, so we've got a total up points now. Wow, this is going to be kind of complicated. So how do I want to do this? So these don't matter at this point. Let me use these as my counters for points. So see, Gilroy's going to get 1 for every 3 monsters. So he's got 1, 2 from that, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 19, plus 8 is 27, plus 11 is 38. So 38, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 38 minus 6 is 32. All right, so 32 for Gilroy. Prentice, what does Prentice have? On her cards over here, she has 1 for every 3 monsters. So that's 1, 2, 3. So she's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 22, 24, 27. And 27 and 1 for every 3. So 27, 28, 29, 30, and 1 for every shield. So 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So she's got 35. And then she has a minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 35 minus 9 is 26. 20. There's a 6. Somewhere there's a 6 on this die. There it is, 26. All right. So our final tally is Prentice with 26 and Gilroy with 32. Gilroy is the slight winner. Well, a little bit more than the last battle that we had. And it was interesting because it came down to Gilroy killing larger monsters. I don't think he really had as many items. They were pretty close item-wise. But the larger monsters are what helped him out, and her bonuses for additional monsters didn't help as much. Maybe she should have, maybe as playing Prentice, I should have really went after the defense and pumped her defense up, because those could have been good points at the end of the game. So anyway, that's the next playthrough of Enchanters. I do like these banners and classes are a very nice add. I think they give you more interesting things to do at the beginning. It's a little bit tougher to track what's going on, but it gives you a more unique feel for each character and something to do rather than just relying on the cards that you get. So, all right, that's Enchanters number 2. I think for number 3, I might try to work an Overlord in there, which is from the Overlord expansion. This is from the Odyssey expansion. Let's see here. This right here. The banners and the classes come from the Odyssey expansion, right? Which is the third set or second expansion, I guess. And Overlords was the second set or first expansion, and that came with the Overlord player. So that'll be the next one. We'll throw an Overlord in there and see how that goes. So hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and thank you for watching. Thanks for watching this episode. Please leave any comments or suggestions you have below. If you like this episode, make sure to click on that like button, and you can click on the crazy jackalope to stay up to date with any new content that rolls out.